Less than P data end equals 364 data start equals 90 greater than. Have you ever watched a film that quietly tugs at your heart without fanfare? That's exactly the kind of emotional journey. Less than M data end equals 227 data start equals 213, greater than the last bus offers. And if you haven't seen it yet, you've got a chance to catch it tonight on BBC Two at 11 p.m. Or stream it anytime on BBC iPlayer. Less than P data end equals 1017. Data start equals 366, greater than less than M. Data end equals 38. O data start equals 366, greater than the last bus. Originally released in 2021, stars the incredibly talented Timothy Spall, in a role that's both deeply moving and quietly powerful. He plays Tom, an elderly widower who sets off on a once-in-a-lifetime journey, traveling all the way from John O'Groats in Scotland to Land's End in Cornwall. And no, he's not hopping on a plane or even taking a car. Tom makes the entire trip using his free bus pass. It sounds simple, but the reason behind his trip is anything but. He's carrying the ashes of his beloved late wife, keeping a promise they made to each other, to scatter her ashes where they first met and shared their happiest memories. Less than P data end equals 1332 data start equals 1019 greater than. This isn't just a physical journey, it's an emotional pilgrimage. Along the way, Tom touches the lives of those he meets, and in turn, he becomes an unexpected social media sensation. His quiet strength, his grief, and his humanity are beautifully portrayed by Spall, who gives a masterclass in understated acting. Less than P data end equals 1962. Data start equals 1334, greater than directed by Gillies McKinnon and written by Joe Ainsworth. Less than M data end equals 1408. Data start equals 1394, greater than the last bus. Has received mixed reviews from critics, but audiences have found something undeniably touching in its simplicity. Cinemalog praised it for championing the kindness we owe our elders, and applauded Spall's performance for carrying the film's emotional weight. Film Threat called it a reminder to cherish our loved ones while we still can. Of course, not everyone was won over. The Observer described it as a plodding road trip film, but honestly, that unhurried pace feels true to Tom's world, a man taking his time, both in grief and in honoring love. Less than P data end equals 2156 data start equals 1964 greater than. Adding to the appeal, the film also stars Phyllis Logan, familiar to many as Mrs. Hughes, from Less than M data end equals 2073 data start equals 2058 greater than Downton Abbey. Their performances anchor a film that's part tearjerker, part heartwarming drama. Less than P data end equals 2457 data start equals 2158, greater than if you're already a Timothy Spall fan. Especially if you've been enjoying him in the hit BBC comedy, Less than M data end equals 2271 data start equals 2257 greater than Death Valley. Then this film is a perfect showcase of his range. And Less than M data end equals 2340 data start equals 2326, greater than Death Valley. He plays the eccentric actor John Chappell. But Less than M data end equals 240, 2 data start equals 2388, greater than the last bus is where you see the quiet gravity he brings to drama. Less than P data end equals 2726 data is last node equals data is only node equals data start equals 2459 greater than. So tonight, if you're in the mood for something sincere, touching, and deeply human, Less than M data end equals 2558, data start equals 2544 greater than the last bus is worth your time. It's not just a story about one man's journey, it's a poignant reflection on memory, loss, and how we keep our promises, even when the road is long. Stay subscribed for more videos.